How to set up and install your Google Nest Doorbell battery with an existing chime. We're going to show you how to set up and install your Google Nest Doorbell battery with an existing chime. The Nest Doorbell is designed to replace an existing doorbell. Before you get started, make sure that your doorbell wiring is compatible by visiting our compatibility checker. You'll also need a transformer, sold separately, to power the doorbell and chime. Make sure that it has the following specifications: 8 to 24 VAC, maximum power of 40 VA, and a frequency of 50 to 60 Hz. Everything that you need to get started is included in the box. You may also need a pencil, a Phillips screwdriver, a drill, a 2mm drill bit, a 6mm masonry bit, and a rubber mallet or hammer. Make sure that you have a Google account set up and the Google Home app installed. Go to accounts.google.com to set up an account. Then download the Google Home app from Google Play or the Apple App Store. You'll begin setup in the Google Home app. Install your new doorbell, then return to the app to finish setup. Add the Nest Doorbell to the Google Home app. When prompted, scan the QR code found on the back of the device. Now plug your Nest Doorbell into a socket with the USB cable provided. Next, add the doorbell to your Wi-Fi network and give it a location name. Make sure that your phone or tablet is connected to the same Wi-Fi network that will be used to set up your Nest Doorbell. Select the wire terminal's power option. Go to your home's fuse box and turn off the power to your doorbell and chime. This protects you and your equipment. Try ringing your doorbell to confirm that you've turned off the right switch. Remove your old doorbell and any additional hardware. If your old device is a video doorbell, remove any wire connectors, since they may not work with your Nest Doorbell. Make sure that the location you choose has a 5.5 cm space above the doorbell. This is the space needed to use the release tool when you want to remove the doorbell from the base plate. Also check your camera angle. If you want to change it, use the wedge provided. It can help position the camera to capture the area that you'd like to view. Position the base plate on the wall with the G upright. Then mark the screw holes. If you're using the wedge, attach it to the wall first and mark the screw holes for the wedge instead. If the wall is uneven, use the spacers provided to help make the surface level. For hard surfaces like stucco or brick, use the included wall anchors to attach the base plate or wedge to the wall. Drill a hole for each anchor using a 6mm masonry bit. Then gently tap in the anchors with a rubber mallet or hammer. With the G upright, feed the wires through the base plate and attach it to the wall with the wall screws provided. If you need to, drill a pilot hole using the 2mm drill bit. To install the wedge, feed the wires through the wedge and attach it to the wall with the wall screws. Then position the base plate over the wedge with the G positioned upright. Feed the wires through the base plate and use the wedge screws to secure it in place. Now use the wire connectors provided to wire your doorbell. This will help to prevent the wires from touching each other or the base plate. Press down on the Release tab to insert each wire. It doesn't matter which wire goes into which connector. Now use a Phillips screwdriver to connect the other end of the wire connector to the doorbell. Be careful not to over-tighten. Push the wires into the wall, making sure that the wires are positioned down, towards the bottom of the doorbell. Now attach the doorbell to the base plate. The camera should be at the top and the button at the bottom. Align the circle at the bottom of the doorbell to the hole at the bottom of the base plate. Push the doorbell in, then down, until you feel it lock into place. Test the doorbell to make sure that it's securely mounted. If you ever need to remove the doorbell, use the release tool to remove it. Make sure that you keep the release tool in a safe place in case you need it. If you misplace it, you can also use a paperclip. Now turn the power back on. You should now see live video. When your camera is recording or monitoring activity, the status light is green. When the light is blinking green, a home member is viewing the live video stream. Now follow the steps in the Google Home app to finish setting up your doorbell. If you're using an existing chime, follow the steps in the app to set the chime duration. Visitor announcements use your Google Assistant-enabled speakers and displays, sold separately, to announce when someone's at your door.
Someone's at the door.
If you have Nest Aware, sold separately. When you can't get to the front door or you're away from home, use quick responses to respond to someone, like,
"Just a sec, we'll be right with you."
or, "You can just leave it, thanks." To set it up, select the language that you'd like to use. Your Nest Doorbell comes with 3 hours of event video history, so you can go back and see a recording of what happened. If you want more video history, try Nest Aware free for 30 days. A subscription, sold separately, comes with 30 or 60 days of video history. To learn more, visit the Google Help Center